Welcome to PhD in Science. In today's video, I will cover phylogenetic trees. Feel free to skip to the part that you are interested in and pause or rewind to the step that you didn't quite catch. If you don't understand something, feel free to comment below and I will be more than happy to answer. Without further ado, let's get started. The evolutionary succession, behaviors, and relationships of a single parent of a variety of animals, individuals, or chromosomes with similarities or differences in their genetic and physical characteristics are represented by a phylogenetic tree, typically referred to as a branching diagram. Not only does a phylogenetic tree represent the branching pattern of how species or other groups evolved from a sequence of common ancestors, but it can also be drawn in different similar styles, as the knowledge it carries is not altered by rotating a tree about its branch points. Phylogenies are useful in obtaining an understanding of the biological diversity and arrange this information in the form of a branching diagram accordingly. In addition, phylogenetic trees are beneficial for classification, structuring, and for offering knowledge into events that have occurred during evolution. In addition, since these trees indicate a descent from a common ancestor, and because the proof of evolution predominantly falls in the form of common ancestry of species, in order to properly understand the evidence or data supporting evolutionary theory, attention must be given to phylogenetic trees as well as the portrayal of the relationship between animals and various other species. Let's move on to the representation of phylogenetic trees. A divergence case or division of a single group into two descendant groups is defined by each branch point. In this case, speciation does also occur. Speciation is a process of evolution that leads to the creation of new as well as distinct species that are reproductively separated from each other. When an individual, a population, ultimately diverges, they can no longer interbreed. Thus, latest common ancestor of all the groups descended lie at each point where the branch splits into more branches. Additionally, in a phylogenetic tree, each horizontal line reflects a sequence of ancestors prior to the species at its end. So, what are the different types of phylogenetic trees? There are different types of phylogenetic trees, including blocky tree-like, diagonal tree-like, or vertically tree-like structures. Important to consider is the fact that in such different-looking trees, the same data shows that it is the branching pattern is noteworthy in a traditional tree and not the length of the branches. However, not every tree has enough evidence or data to support every hypothesis regarding the branching order, hence polytomies, so branch points, which have 3 or 4 distinct organisms emerging from them, exist. Simply stated, polytomy means that there is not enough knowledge to form a branching order. So, which data is exactly used for creating a phylogenetic tree? Well, scientists use either the morphological data or the molecular data to construct a phylogenetic tree. Morphological studies the scale, form, and function of mammals, plants, microorganisms, and the interaction between their structures. Molecular, on the other hand, is the study of DNA from various species to determine which species is linked to whom. To be precise, the morphological process of collecting data for the formation of phylogenetic tree includes observing and examining the height, form, and function of mammals, plants, microorganisms, as well as the relationship between their structures. In comparison, this approach is accompanied by the use of well-known and structurally recognized organs, such as the heart, for example. As the heart has evolved, it can be traced back through morphological data. On the other hand, by analyzing changes in DNA sequences and additional genetic information such as proteins or RNA, the molecular method of collecting data to generate a phylogenetic tree is a branch of phylogenetics where evolutionary relationships are determined using genetic information. even though phylogenetic trees are theories, so not conclusive answers, and when they are constructed, they can only be as accurate as the existing evidence. As new data becomes available, trees are updated and modified over time and can be applied to the study. This is especially relevant today as our ability to compare genes across organisms is improved by DNA sequencing. Well, that was it. I hope you have learned something new and would appreciate if you can use these videos to support your learning path. I do also have an Instagram and TikTok account where I will post short, concise clips of each topic.